Hello, welcome everybody. So we are in our fifth module. We are studying cables and suspension bridges. In the previous classes, in this module we have seen what are cables, how it is used in the suspension bridges, how to analyze a cable when it is subjected to concentrated loads, how to analyze a cable when it is subjected to uniformly distributed load, and when the cables are at the same level, that is when the supports are at the same level, and we saw how to analyze a cable when subjected to UDL and the levels are supports are at different levels. So we saw the theory part and the derivation, how to analyze a cable when subjected to UDL and the supports are at the different levels. Today we will see two problems on this, that is two problems. We will see two problems on analyzing the cables when subjected to uniformly distributed load and the supports are at different levels. So your question is, a cable is suspended from points A and B which are 80 meter apart and are at different levels. Point A be 5 meter vertically higher than point B and the lower point in the cable is 10 meter below A. Cable is subjected to a UDL of 30 kN per meter over the entire span. Determine the horizontal and vertical reaction and also the length of the cable. So first of all we will draw the cable, suspension bridge with the cable. So we have drawn the cable here. A, B is the cable and A and B are at different levels. You can see the levels of A and B. A and B are at different levels. So the vertical reaction at A is taken as VA, vertical reaction at B is taken as VB. The horizontal reactions at A and B are same and are taken as H. Horizontal reaction at A is H and horizontal reaction at B is H. Now, as given in the question, the distance between the supports A and B, that is the span length is 80 meter. Span length is 80 meter. Point A is 5 meter vertically higher than point B. So from point B, our A is 5 meter higher and the lowest point in the cable is 10 meter below A. That means our H1 from A, the lowest point in the cable is 10 meter, that is our H1 is equal to 10 meter. So since H1 is 10 meter and from B A is 5 meter, our H2 is equal to 5 meter. We get H2 is equal to 5 meter, H1 is equal to 10 meter, our span length is 80 meter. So we know L1 span length is equal to L1 plus L2. Now the beam is the cable is subjected to an UDL of 30 kN per meter. So these are given for you. We are going for analyzing the cable when subjected to this UDL. Now we know the relationship between the span length and the dip. Relationship between the span length from the center, from the maximum dip. So we take L1 as the distance from A to maximum dip, to the distance of maximum dip, the horizontal distance from A to the maximum dip. And L2 is the horizontal distance from B to the maximum dip. So we know the relationship between the span lengths L1 and L2 and the height H1 and H2, that is height at the dips H1 and H2 is L1 by L2. This is the relation. We saw it in the last class in the derivation. L1 by L2 is equal to root H1 by root of H2. So L1 by L2 is total length is 80. So L2 is 80 minus L1 is equal to root of H1 is 10 by root of H2 is 5. Simplify this, we get L1 is equal to 46.86 meter. So now L2 is equal to 80 minus L1. Now our next step is to find H, that is the horizontal thrust. So for finding horizontal thrust, you can use either any one of these formula. This y is equal to wx square by 2h is the equation of the cable, that is equation of the parabolic cable, the shape of the cable. Or you can use the horizontal thrust h is equal to WL square by root of h1 plus root of h2. So we know the value W, L is the span length, h1 and h2 are the dips. And here y is equal to wx square by 2h, y is the vertical distance, w is the load, x is the horizontal distance, and h is the horizontal thrust. So here we are applying in the first formula, that is y is equal to wx square by 2h. We get at x is equal to L1, that is at C. X is equal to L1 at C. We get, that is y is 10 at C. The distance, vertical distance y is 10 meter. So 10 is equal to w is 30, x, that is this distance L1 at C. The horizontal distance x is equal to L1. So it is 46.86 square by 2h. So we get h, horizontal thrust h is equal to 3293.78 kilonewton. You can also use the second formula, h is equal to WL square by square root of h1 plus square root of h2 the whole square. You will get the same answer. Now we will consider, our aim is to find the vertical reactions VA and VB. So we will take the point C, the dip C, and we equate the left hand side of C and right hand side of C. We take the left hand side of C, we apply the condition sigma C MC is equal to 0, sigma MC is equal to 0. So we get VA into L1 minus H into H1 minus W into L1 into L1 by 2 is equal to 0. So VA into L1, L1 is known for us, capital H is known, small h1 is known, L1 is known. The only unknown is VA. So we get, substitute the values of L1, H1 and capital H, we get VA equal to 1405.8 kilonewton. Now you can apply upward load is equal to, upward reaction is equal to downward loads, or equate the right side, right hand side of C. So if you are considering sigma MC is equal to 0, the right hand side we will get VB, or we can use VB, that is downward loads is equal to upward loads. So 30 into 80 is, sorry it is not, yes 30 into 80. 80 is the span length, 30 is the intensity of the load UDL. So 30 into 80 minus the upward load, that is VA, minus VA 1405.8, we get VB as 993.9 kilonewton. Now we will find the length of the cable. We know the formula for finding the length of the cable is capital L is equal to small l, that is your span length. Small l is the span length, plus 2h1 square by 3l1 plus 2h2 square by 3l2. That is the span length plus 2 by 3. 2 by 3 of h1 square by l1 plus 2 by 3 of h2 square by l2. So substitute the values, we get the length of the cable as 80.045 meter, and remember always the length of the cable is greater than the span length. Always the length of the cable will be greater than the span length. Okay, now we will find the tension, maximum tension and minimum tension. So we know the maximum tension will be at the supports. When the supports are at the same level, when it is subjected to UDL, the tension will be same at both the supports. When the supports are at different levels, the maximum tension will be at the highest support. Here the highest support is A. We will have the maximum tension at A. You can also calculate Tension at A is equal to square root of BA square plus H square. So we get 3581.23 kilonewton. And TB, tension at the support B is equal to square root of BB square plus H square, that is equal to 3440.47 kilonewton. So the greater is the tension at A. So the maximum tension is at the support A, that is equal to 3581.23 kilonewton at A. And we know the minimum tension will be at the maximum dip, that is the minimum tension will be at C. At C, we will have only horizontal thrust, vertical reaction is equal to 0. So the minimum tension at C will be equal to the horizontal thrust, and that is equal to, because V is equal to 0, vertical reaction at C at the maximum dip is equal to 0. So our minimum tension is equal to 3293.78 kilonewton at the maximum dip at C. So we will go for the next problem, similar problem. So a cable of span 100 meter has its height 8 meter and 15 meter above the lowest point of the cable. It carries a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter at the entire span. Determine the horizontal and vertical reaction at the support, tension in the cable and also the length of the cable, similar to the previous problem. We will draw the diagram. L is the length of the span, that is 100 meter. L1 is the distance from A, horizontal distance from A to the maximum dip. L2 is the horizontal distance from the maximum dip to B. VA is the vertical reaction at A, VB is the vertical reaction at B, H is the horizontal thrust at A and B, C is the point at the dip. The support A is 8 meter from the dip and support B is 15 meter from the dip. So first of all we will find what is L1 and L2. So using the relation L1 by L2 is equal to square root of H1 by root H2, we get L1 is equal to 42.20 meter and L2 is equal to 57.79 meter. Now by using either any of the equation, that is equation of the parabola or equation of horizontal thrust, y is equal to wx square by 2h, equation of parabola, equation of horizontal thrust, h is equal to wl square by square root of h1 plus square root of h2 the whole square. So you can use any of these equations and we can find h, horizontal thrust, and that is equal to 1113.36 kilonewton. I have used the first equation, that is equation of the parabola. You can use the second also. Now for finding the vertical reactions at A and B, consider the left hand side of C, then we will get VA. Consider the right hand side of C, we will get VB. We can also find VA and VB. First, after finding VA, you can use upward reactions is equal to downward loads. We will get VB. So VA is equal to 422 kilonewton and VB is equal to 578 kilonewton. Now we will find length of the cable. We know the equation for length of the cable as capital L is equal to span length plus 2 by 3 of H1 square by L1 plus 2 by 3 of H2 square by L2. So substituting the values, we get length of the cable is equal to 100.067 meters. Now we will find the maximum support and the minimum support. So maximum support is always at the highest support. So here the highest support is B. So maximum tension will be at B, and that is equal to 1254.4 kilonewton. And the minimum tension will be at C, at the tip, and that is equal to horizontal thrust, because vertical reaction at C will be equal to 0, and that is equal to 1113.36 kilonewton. So two similar problems with the UDL, with the cable support, cable subjected to UDL, and the support levels are at different levels. Supports are at different levels. So our aim is finding L1, L2, the vertical horizontal thrust, vertical reactions, the maximum tension, minimum tension. So after finding these things, our analysis will be over. Hope you all understood these two problems. If you have doubt, you can ask me. Thank you for listening. Thank you.